Did the president get the news about Walls before news organizations started reporting on it or after?
I can say that the president did receive a call this morning from the vice president ahead of the confirmation, the news being out there.
So he heard it first from the vice president?
He heard it first from the vice president, yes.
And can you give us a little bit of color about where he was when you took the call? Was he in the Oval?
What I can tell you, he was here at the White House. I can't pinpoint where exactly he was, if he was here or the residence, but he definitely heard from the vice president first. She called him to let him know of her pick.
Thank you, Karine. Did President Biden have a favorite contender in the deep stakes, and did he express that to the vice president?
So, here's what I'll say, and I want to point you to the president's statement, right, that he put out not too long after the vice president made her announcement. Going to be really mindful. We've been follow the law here and can't comment on 2024, but just to say, like, what he did mention, he has known Governor Walz for 2 decades and worked with him when they both served in Congress, and then during the Biden-Harris administration in his capacity as governor of Minnesota. President Biden respects Governor Walz as a strong, principled, effective leader who fights for working people, someone who has never forgotten where he came from growing up on a Midwestern farm. President Biden respects Governor Walz's life of service, serving in the Army National Guard for 24 years and becoming the highest-ranking enlisted soldier to serve in Congress, serving his community as a teacher, as a high school football coach, and serving as governor where Governor Walz lowered the cost of insulin to $35, has fought to protect women's fundamental rights, ended junk fees, and cut taxes for middle-class families. The president is grateful that they have been able to work together to get those important priorities done for more, obviously, for the American people more broadly. Look, if you're asking me if the vice president sought the president's advice, she did. And we have said this before, and I've said this many times, they are a strong team together. She's a critical partner to this president. She has been for the past 3.5 years, and they have discussions regularly of both domestic and international importance. And this situation is no different. And so he did offer up his advice, and I'll leave it there.
Okay.